I think I did it. Yes. I actually successfully filmed a piercing video where you actually saw me pierce it. Hello everybody, my name is Zoe Rebekah. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another special edition episode of Cup of Zoe. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zoe. I'm so glad that you're here. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel if you're not already. Make sure you check out all my other social media and make sure you stick around for all of my consistent content. And for today's video, I'm going back to my roots in a way. If you know me at all, or if you've seen me previously, you've likely come across a piercing video of mine. So my channel initially blew up, if you will, back in 2017 when I was 14 years old and I pierced my own nose, and then I pierced my own cartilage. I got my belly button pierced, I got my tragus pierced, and then I pierced my rook last year, and I've done a lot of these piercings myself. And so I kind of have been known as like the girl who pierces herself at a young age. I'm 23 years old now, so I'm obviously older than I was when I first started piercing myself by quite a bit. It's been almost 10 years since I pierced my own nose, which is crazy. So for today's video, I decided to do my very first new piercing in my new apartment in New York. I have a cat next to me on the couch. He's sleeping. He's very cute, so I just wanted to point that out. Of course, obviously, if you didn't already notice, there's the cat. But for this video, I decided I haven't done a new piercing video in my new apartment. I only think I did one in our last apartment in Florida. Theo and I, my partner Theo and I, lived in Florida while I went to college for about 2 years, and now we live in New York. We both grew up in Pennsylvania, lived in Florida, now we live in New York. I was born on Long Island, now I live in Westchester County. So I realized that I have done a piercing video in every state I've lived in other than New York. So I figured it was about time for that. I did it a few times in Pennsylvania, obviously. I did it once in Florida, and now it's time to continue and give myself a new piercing in New York. So for today's piercing video, I'm going to be re-piercing a piercing that I used to have that has closed up, my cartilage. So if you have seen my vlogs lately or any of my videos lately in the past like 6 months, you've probably seen that I have a slit on my cartilage, and I also have one. You can't see this one as much because of my earring, but I have another slit on my third lobe piercing. So I have 2 slits on my ear, and I'm pretty sure this came from the car accident that I was in July in Florida. So if you haven't kept up with that saga, I'm just gonna give you a little rundown of it. I got into a car accident when I still lived in Florida, like less than 2 weeks after I graduated from college, and I had a great day the day I graduated, and then like less than 2 weeks later, an uninsured driver hit me. It was his fault. It was a whole thing. And I got injured. My back and my neck were injured, but I also was wearing earrings in these 2 places on my ear, and they both came like flying out. I don't really remember it that well because I was more focused on the fact that my back and my neck, and someone who was giving me false information just hit me because he ran a stop sign. I was like more focused on that than the earrings that came out of my ears. But it was around that time at least when I lost these 2 piercings because now they're just slits in my ear. And I used to have another cartilage piercing above the slit, and I don't know really what happened to that. I think I just stopped wearing jewelry in it and it closed up. So that's what I'm going to be re-piercing today, the one above the slit, because I don't really particularly know what to do about these 2 slits in my ear. I think I might have to get it like cosmetically repaired because I feel like I don't really know what other options there are for this kind of thing, but I might at some point in the future get these cosmetically repaired if necessary. But for now, I just want to do another cartilage piercing above it just to like draw attention away from it, first of all, and second of all because I want a cartilage piercing on this ear. I had one in my ear for so long, and then now it's just a slit, so I want some sort of cartilage piercing in my ear. So I'm just gonna do it in a better place where I'm just gonna do it right where I used to have the piercing before, because you can still sort of see it there, so there's like a marking there already, so I don't have to worry about like marking the placement placement of it because you can already still see where it used to be pierced. So yeah, I'm just yapping on right now about, you know, piercings and myself. So I'm just gonna like wrap this intro up a little bit and like let's get a move on the actual piercing. I think I'm procrastinating a little bit because it's been a little bit since I've done this. I think, yeah, I pierced my rook in July of 2025 when I lived in Florida. So that was the last time I pierced myself. So I'm feeling a little nervous, even though this is like a very basic piercing. I'm not like that nervous. I'm just like, I don't know, like this always makes me nervous. So I'm just gonna get started. Have a sip of my energy drink first. So if you haven't seen any of my other piercing videos, I like to just give you a step-by-step, pretty in-depth process of like what I'm doing to prepare during and after. So I washed my hands. I put my hair up, I did my makeup on, and then I washed my hands. So like I don't have any oil or anything from the makeup or my hair or any product or anything like that. So my hands are clean. I don't have disposable gloves, but honestly, they kind of get in the way anyway, in my opinion. I mean, it's probably more sanitary that way to wear disposable gloves while you're piercing, but to me, I first of all don't have any, and second of all, they kind of just get in the way. So I'm just going without the disposable gloves. My hands are clean. I also have a clean mug with a little bit of rubbing alcohol in it with the earring in it. I'm actually going to take it out now because it's been soaking in here for a while, and I had previously actually, you know, pretty in-depth cleaned this earring before because it was kind of nasty before, and so the earring was already pretty clean before I put it in here, but now it's sitting in a little cup of a little bit of rubbing alcohol just to make sure it is completely sanitary. But I'm going to take it out now. Yeah, she's looking nice and clean. She's looking pristine. There she is. There's the earring I'm going to be using. It doesn't have a backing, but I have another backing I can use. I'm just gonna like make sure this backing fits. Yeah, this backing works. Actually, no, I'm gonna use a different backing because that backing was kind of chunky, but I'm gonna make sure I have another backing that I'm actually gonna soak this one as well, but I just want to make sure it fits. Yeah, it fits, but I'm gonna throw this little backing in the rubbing alcohol cup just because I forgot about that part before I started filming. So I'm gonna let that soak while I prepare everything, and then I'll take it out when it's time to use it. But I got my earring here. I'm just gonna place it down here. I'm going to use this camera to show you guys my little setup down here because I don't feel like adjusting this one. So I have my mic, obviously, and then all of the piercing stuff. There's the earring down there, and then the backing is in that cup with the rubbing alcohol. There's the rubbing alcohol, there's my energy drink, there's the wound wash saline solution that I'm going to use, and then these are 14 gauge needles. I'm going to look up which ones are better for cartilage, 14 or 12, because I have both. And then these are 12 as well. So these are 12, these are 14. I'm going to look up which ones are better for piercing your cartilage. So, and then I just have random jewelry in there, but yeah, so here's my little setup, and then I have my palette here just to use as a mirror, and that is, yeah, here's my little setup here. All right, so now you've seen what's sitting in front of me. Let's really get into it. Okay, let's get started. Well, first I need to look up which of the needles to use. Okay, this is saying 16 or 18 or 14. 12 is too large, so I'm gonna go with the 14. Here are my 14 gauge needles. They're already sterilized. I like to usually put it in the rubbing alcohol as well, so I'm actually gonna take this out. I'm gonna take the backing out of here, put it with the earring. I'm gonna replace the rubbing alcohol in this cup because it's probably not as clean anymore. So I'm going to go dump this out and replace it and then put the needle in there. Just a little bit, not too much. I don't need that much. All right, here's the needle. I'm going to take it out of the little wrapper. It has a little, you know, thing on the end to make sure you don't stab yourself. But I'm going to place this in the rubbing alcohol cup so it gets nice and even cleaner. And then I'm going to take a clean Q-tip, take my wound wash, sterile saline wound wash, first aid cleanser spray from CVS, which is what I was using when this first happened. I was just like cleaning it with this. And with my rook piercing, I was cleaning it with this. So, jeez. Okay, sprayed that on there. I'm gonna just rub it around my cartilage area, the back and the front, because you want to make sure both the back and the front are clean. And I, like, after I showered this morning, I made sure I took Q-tips and just cleaned, like, around my ear, just to make sure that there was no gunk or anything, just to make sure they were nice and clean, which they already were, but I, you know, just wanted to make sure because I was preparing for this. So after I showered, I made sure my ears were nice and clean with the Q-tips. All right, I think the needle's good enough. All right, the needle is nice and sterile now, which is good. Now I gotta put the earring on the top of the needle so that once it goes all the way through, I can get the earring in. Oh, we got some blood. That's okay. Oh, I think I heard a pop. Oh, it's not all the way through. Gotta get all the way through. Blood. Oops. All the way dripping down my ear. That's alright. She's almost there. I feel it. I feel the needle on the back of my ear. And take the needle out and quickly put the earring in. It's almost there. Gotta poke it through. Come on. You can do it. It's not going all the way through. Come on. I feel my skin on the end, just like it's not piercing through the skin. Oh, I think I got, no, I still feel the skin. Need to get some toilet paper, hang on. Lots of blood. That's alright. I threw the needle back in the rubbing alcohol because there was blood all over it while I went to go clean up a little bit. It's almost through. I just need to get it all the way through. I need to put the needle back in. I always have such interesting ways of doing this, don't I? I hear the popping. Come on. Oh, I got it. I got it. It's not going. God, there's so much blood. There's a lot of blood. Oh, I got it. Come on, finish her off. Hurts. It's not going all the way through. Come on. It's just not going through the last layer of skin. I'm gonna get a different needle and wash my hands. All right, I'm back. Oh, I think I did it. Yes, I did it. Push it all the way through. Woo! I actually successfully filmed a piercing video where you actually saw me pierce it. If you know, you know. Gonna put the backing on. Alright, I'm gonna clean up this blood and clean up my ear, and then I will be back. Alright, I'm in the bathroom now. I just pierced my cartilage, taken some of this wound wash, sterile saline stuff to clean up around it because there's a bunch of blood. Ooh, and around there's just blood dripping down my ear and it's in my hair. I gotta clean that up, but figured I'd give you guys a little BTS of the cleanup process because it's part of the process. Lots of blood. Got a rubbing alcohol pad that I'm just gonna use to clean, not the piercing itself, but like around my ear because there's just dry blood and I just want to get it. Yeah, same. Alright, I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll be back to the living room. Woo, hated that. Alright guys, that is gonna be it for today's piercing video / special edition Cup of Zoe piercing edition. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out all my other piercing videos and all my other kinds of videos because I post so many different kinds of videos. Lots of pop culture stuff, lots of vlogs, music related videos, TV and film, writing, lifestyle, mental health, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you guys stick around and subscribe to this channel and check out all my other content and follow me on all my other socials. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Share this video on my channel to those you think might be interested and leave me comments down below. Comment other video suggestions in the comments, and make sure you guys get copies of both of my books, my memoir Battles on the Borderline and my poetry book An Erratic Anthology by Psychology, and follow me on all my other social media. Everything is linked down below. Alright, this is gonna be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Here is the piercing. I know it's kind of a big earring right now, but I like it honestly. And also, yes, I am wearing 2 different earrings on my first lobe because they kind of match and I couldn't find the other one of either of them, so yeah, ignore that. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're doing well. I love you guys so much. Let me know what other kind of videos you want to see from me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.